Napoleon Bonaparte was born on August 15, 1769, in Ajaccio, Corsica. Just months after, France took control of the island from Genoa. Born to a minor noble family, Napoleon was ambitious from a young age. He was sent to mainland France for military education, where he stood out for his sharp mind, but also faced discrimination for his Corsican roots and accent. In 1785, at just 16 years old, he graduated as a second lieutenant of artillery. When the French Revolution erupted in 1789, it tore apart the old regime and opened opportunities for young, talented officers like Napoleon. By 1793, after successfully leading artillery forces in Toulon against royalists and British troops, he was promoted to brigadier general at just 24. His reputation soared with his suppression of the 1795 Paris uprising, whiff of grapeshot, as it was called, turning him into the rising star of the French Republic. In 1796, Napoleon was given command of the Army of Italy. What followed was a lightning-fast campaign that reshaped Europe's balance of power. He crushed Austria's forces, negotiated the Treaty of Campo Formio, and returned to France as a hero. His military strategy using speed, surprise, and decisive force changed modern warfare. But Napoleon was not just a soldier. He governed northern Italy, reorganized territories, and planted seeds of nationalism that would bloom a century later. Seeking to undermine British influence, Napoleon invaded Egypt in 1798. He brought not just troops, but scientists and scholars, leading to the discovery of the Rosetta Stone. Though he won the Battle of the Pyramids, the British Navy under Admiral Nelson destroyed his fleet at the Battle of the Nile, stranding him. Despite military setbacks, Napoleon returned to France in 1799, more powerful than ever. In November 1799, France was chaotic. The Directory government had lost public support. Napoleon staged a coup d'etat. Brumarand established the consulate. As first consul, he controlled France with near-dictatorial power. In 1804, he crowned himself emperor in Notre Dame Cathedral, seizing full control of the nation he had helped save and then reshape. From 1803 to 1815, Europe was engulfed in the Napoleonic Wars. Napoleon's Grand Army scored victories at Austerlitz, 1805, Jan Auerstedt 1806, and Wagram 1809. He redrew the map of Europe, dissolving the Holy Roman Empire and creating client states like the Confederation of the Rhine and the Kingdom of Italy. His opponents, Britain, Austria, Prussia, and Russia, formed coalitions but were repeatedly defeated. Narrator, yet his ambition knew no limits. In 1812, he launched a catastrophic invasion of Russia. Though he reached Moscow, the Russian scorched earth tactics and winter devastated his army. Over 400,000 men perished. The failure in Russia emboldened Napoleon's enemies. The Sixth Coalition defeated him at the Battle of Leipzig. In 1813, in 1814, Paris fell. Napoleon abdicated and was exiled to the island of Elba. But in 1815, he escaped for 100 days. He reclaimed France, promising reform and peace. His final gamble came at the Battle of Waterloo, where British and Prussian forces crushed him. He was exiled again, this time to the remote island of Saint Helena, in the South Atlantic. Napoleon died on May 5, 1821. At the age of 51, he was buried on Saint Helena, but in 1840, his remains were returned to France and interred at Les Invalides in Paris. His legacy is enormous. He spread the ideals of the French Revolution: meritocracy, secular governance, and nationalism across Europe. His Napoleonic Code reformed legal systems and is still the foundation of law in many countries today.